ensues from this defensive backfield. How have you seen that grow, and how does that show up? How does that make an impact?
I feel like that has a lot to do with just like how we prepare, every week, and obviously the chemistry that we have as a group in general, on and off the field. So I feel like when it comes to being on the field, we're always together, we're always on the same page, and just the energy just shows off with that.
Davidson and Jermaine seem to have the most energy of people in the room. How does that feed into the rest of it?
I feel like when you have corners that have energy like that, that feeds off into like people like me and Caleb. Well, me and Caleb obviously have energy as well, but with their type of energy, the swag they play with, helps them play. It helps, puts confidence in me that they're gonna play too.
Are they different? I mean, mentally, cornerbacks. I mean, you're now safety now.
Yeah.
You're well entrenched. Do they have to be a little bit different? You know what I mean?
I feel like to be a corner, you gotta be a little different. You gotta have a little something to you that, that no one can mess with you. That's what they have, that confidence, that swag. Like I said, like they always got that.
Did you see that out of Devin? Like last week, he got his first start and got picked on a little bit, but came back from it and stuff. What did you just see out of him in that different?
I felt like I seen the swag just keep on coming along after snap after snap after snap, because obviously he had to get his feet wet a little bit.
Yeah.
And I feel like he got his confidence throughout the game, and it turned on for him. You're gonna see that for the next coming games too.
Jaylen, we've heard about Coach Patricia being kind of like a player's coach. Some of the guys have called him.
Yeah.
What's your relationship been like with him, since he got here, and how much has that kind of helped you grow as a player?
Ever since he got here, the first day he was here, I had spoke to him, had conversations with him, and the relationship's been growing ever since. And I love him. He loves me back. I like playing for him.
When he came here, obviously he had an NFL background, not a college background. I don't know how much wariness there might have been among the team about is this guy going to be able to adjust to college, but he seems to really connect with you guys. Is that the case?
Oh yeah, he really connects with us. He's a player-friendly coach, like you said. I feel like I speak for the whole defense as a whole. Like when someone like that has a good relationship with you, and he's your defense coordinator, you want to play for him. Like he puts that energy in us because he has confidence in us, and you just want to play for a coach like him.
With all the movement that he does, different fronts, linebackers all over the place, does it feel like you're playing an NFL defense?
Obviously I'm not in the NFL, but I feel like, it probably would translate. It feels like, he puts a lot on our plate that we can handle, and like you said, it's like a player-friendly type of defense. So I feel like, it works out well.
After the game, Coach Bielema was talking about their hurry up and how he felt like he wished they had done that more against you guys. They had some success with that. When you guys looked at that part of the game, what stood out?
Obviously, they went with the hurry up offense a little bit, and they were like trying to drive down the field, but obviously it might have looked like we weren't like all the way there when it came like to the togetherness and like how we were executing. But like I feel like that's something we're going to keep on working on because it might show up as a weakness, but it's really not. It's something we're just going to keep on working on. We're going to get better at and execute.
But when you say it shows up like togetherness, that kind of stuff, like how do you see that manifest itself on the field?
Obviously, like when it comes to togetherness, it's communication, it's getting lined up, it's discipline. So when I mean like that, that's what I mean. So it'll just show up more and more and more.
Jaylen, with you especially too. I mean, you're 6 games into this now. You're a bona fide starter, etc. How much more comfortable, if that's the right term, or confident are you back there than you were game one this year from the standpoint of what you're seeing, how you're reacting to it, etc.?
I feel like I'm a lot more comfortable, obviously, as I'm going into like game 6, 7, whatever. So like, obviously in game one I felt comfortable as well, but just the confidence is going up. I'm seeing the field a little bit bigger, and the game's slowing down for me, I would say. So that's even better.
Jaylen,
Last question.
Coach Day talked about on Saturday how he felt like maybe at points the team kind of put their foot off the pedal, I think he said. Just how much has that been a point of emphasis this week of playing a full 60-minute game?
Oh yeah, like Coach Day said, we might have took the foot off the gas a little bit. Obviously, like he said, with the tempo, like that was evident as well with us taking our foot off the gas. So it kind of exposed us a little bit. But this game we just got to show a complete game from snap one to snap whatever it got to be. So that's the goal.
All right, Jaylen, thank you.
Thanks, Jaylen.
Carnell Tate, 20-yard line.